So, if you were to make an essay, for instance, and maybe you do, maybe you don't, let's call the essay My Camera Mind. Everything you see, hear, even feel is like a camera. A camera. Which is recorded. I mean, I've been to the desert on a horse with no name. It's good to be out of the rain. In the desert, you can't remember your name because there ain't no one for to give you no pain. Anyway, Steven Pinker, who did some remarkable research on the brain, the human brain, said, I quote, "The brain is like unto a massive computer that fills all time and all space. Everywhere the mind is." So, with that in mind, so to speak, the mind records everything. Like a camera. I mean, you may look at something, you may say, well, I see a car approaching me, it looks like it might hit me, but it didn't hit me. Why? Are you sure about that? What about some alternative reality where it did hit you? Well, it might have. Anyway, let's pretend that the universe is socked away in a hole in the ground, in a vault. Anyway, let's pretend the movie Men in Black is true. In reality, the universe is all rolled up, fixed for all eternity. There is no time or space outside of that pocket. And whose pocket is the universe in? Mine. It's in my pocket. Now you might say, well, you've lost your marbles. No. The reason I know this is because I made it so. I saw the universe was fragmenting repeatedly over and over through all history. And I said, this cannot continue. So what I did, I found a massive star ready to go supernova. I called it the dog star. It had no name, but it was massive. It was the center of a galactic cluster. Anyway, with my machines, we were able to implode the star and drag everything, all the universe, everything, all the former universe, every fragment of everything that ever existed into that black hole. But then we stopped it. We couldn't let it all disappear. And so now, what you are, what you see, what you know, is on a big mirror. Surrounds a black hole. Question is, if you're a part of a mirror, well, how can you exist? You seem to be in 3 dimensions or 4 dimensions. You're only in 2 dimensions! You're flat! You're flat as a pancake. Sakharov was right. The universe is actually just like a walking pancake. So anyway, the reason we had to do this is because John, who was an offshoot of me. Who are you? I guess you could say I'm temporal Lima prime. TMP. Or as the president says, TP. But anyway. So, I don't know. But before we did all this, me and my machines, who I call Aleph, or the Akashic Field, or the archivist, or the librarian sometimes, we created a world, a small world, a construction, complete and total construction. We called it Camelot. Camelot. Anyway, from Camelot came the idea of the Muse. The Muse, of course, is the architect of truth. All truth comes from muses. Right. So, with Camelot, and of course, the continuum, where I live, sometimes, and the universe in the middle, we had the mechanisms to pretty much go anywhere we wanted to in time and space. Anywhere we want to go. Just dial up the year, the date, the time, and the place, and voila! So, because that kind of makes you God, don't it? I don't know. I think that's overreaching myself. Because God is something like strange and foreign. I'm neither one, though I am an alien. I'm from Mexico. No, I'm not. I'm from Lima. Not Peru, though. Father, the Prince of Peace. So the reason we had to do this, quite frankly, because there was a certain je ne sais quoi, undefinable something. And when this came, it would have destroyed the universe, cracked it again. More importantly, it would have swallowed it up. Because my friend John and his followers had seen what I seen, i.e. the dog star, and they would have allowed everything to disappear. But we stopped it in its tracks. We stopped it. But the problem is, John still exists. He's like me. He's extemporaneous. That means he's not completely within time itself. So he can, if he's successful at some point, or his followers, break the mirror, and all reality will be destroyed, which is what he wants. Oblivion. Nothingness. He says, that's paradise. No, John, that's not paradise. That's nothingness. But you can't tell that to John, stupid. But anyway. Now, the most important thing of all is you got to remember one little thing. Whatever I tell you is top secret.